So my story started when I was about 5 years old, and me and my brother were watching a TV show with our parents, and they were arguing in a hushed tone, and we knew they were. So they're like, "Hey, go to the room, go watch Scooby-Doo." So we turned on Scooby-Doo, and we just started hearing them yell as loud as they can at the top of their lungs at each other. And we just turned the volume up, and then we just kept watching the show. Okay, so life was similar to that memory. Frustration to anger, anger to happiness, and it was all a cycle that kept happening over and over again. By the time we were around 7 to 8, my entire family moved to the great city of Fort Worth, and it was a new opportunities. New opportunities arose. My parents got new jobs, and we went to a new school, and things were going good for a little bit. So the thing that got worse was the conflict. My stepdad, he would retaliate to anger by slapping us, then slapping to punching, then punching to just hitting us with other objects that he can just find. And it became a very, very unhealthy environment for kids to be in ever. So one day when I was in 8th grade, I came across James, and I started reading James 1, and it said, "Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds. For you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness." The testing of your faith produces steadfastness. Trials and tribulations produces perseverance. And that gave me a different outlook on the things that me and my brother were going through. I started to see all the abusings, all of the beatings, all of the frustrated arguments that we've had with our parents, that this was going to help us in the future in a way to have another insight or an outlook on life. So the gospel impacted our life so much to this day, where I can speak to someone who's going through the same thing that I went through, where I want to help them and be there for them no matter what. So the gospel helped me so much, and it made me the person who I am today. So for me, the Christian community played a huge role in my life. When I was growing up, I went to a bunch of community group type stuff or youth group type stuff and retreats. And that helped me so much because I saw how God was working in so many people's lives, and I saw how he was changing people's lives. I had a bunch of leaders pouring into me. My brother did too. We had mentors. We had people in our life constantly. And we know that's because of God. I know that God was working in my life, even through the pain, even through the hard, because he kept placing those people in our lives constantly. When I was veering off, when I wanted to go party, he was like, "Nope, come back." I had a mentor. When I wanted to go do something bad with a girl, I had that friend to keep me accountable. The Christian community helped me so much growing up. So I was adopted. Me and my brother were adopted when I was a junior in high school. And my adopted dad, Nathan Gustafson, he is my father. He is the person who I call dad to this day. He is an amazing and faithful man walking towards Christ, trying to be like him. So I learned so much from Nate with the idea of conflict, because Nate in his marriage, he has a marriage and he has kids. And as we all know, that those two are hard jobs. The way that he handles conflict is the way that I want to handle conflict one day. He listens, and he doesn't react out of anger. He reacts out of love and how to love someone better. So Nathan Gustafson and my entire family has just loved me and my brother so well, taking us in and showing us what it looks like to actually love somebody and actually care for somebody and nurture somebody. So I am so thankful for my family and who they are and how they molded and shaped me to be the person that I am today. I'm learning from my family now. My family is teaching me so many good values that I need to know what it takes to be a leader of a family. And my relationship with my family now, my biological family, it is a shaky thing. They struggle with conflict still, and they are just living and learning. All I can do right now is pray for them and just hope that they find Jesus Christ. So if you were that person who was in a place that I was in, or you feel like you were in this deep valley and you don't know how to get out, just remember that Christ works all things together for our good.